Hello, and welcome to Studio 415. On today's show, you'll hear why Carroll's principal has decided to change jobs. You'll see how the members of Indoor Percussion Band are preparing for their season, and you'll see common questions being posed to students in the CFC. All of that and more coming up next.
For me, when you take that job, the excitement is about what you don't know.
It's great to be around all the young folks and to be able to help them.
I don't think you could really do a lot of damage more than I have because I broke a vending machine.
Welcome to Studio 415. I'm HUDSON ZAHM. A drastic change will be occurring at Carroll High School that many students may be unaware of. Sixth-year principal Brandon Bidding will still be a member of NACS, but with a new title. Studio 415 reporter Ryan Pashy has more info on this switch in the office.
After current Chief of Operations Officer John Miller acquired eligibility to retire, Principal Brandon Bidding decided to take his place. Miller says he can retire happily, serving NACS for over a decade. Mr. Bidding is excited to move on to this new position after being Carroll High School's principal since 2016.
The fit for me is just the opportunity to learn new things and just be exposed to things that maybe I don't necessarily think about from my current role, and just expanding my perspective and range and vision of how a district works and operates.
Previously working as a principal for 12 years at Carroll Middle, Mr. Miller emphasizes the experience needed for this job and how Bidding fits into the requirements perfectly. Miller reveals that he has known Principal Bidding for quite some time and believes he'll be excellent as the Chief of Operations Officer. He explains that Bidding is already so familiar with this school and has good ambition to motivate him.
He cares about this school system and I feel very comfortable and grateful that he's going to come in and take over.
Even though Principal Bidding will no longer be located at the Student Services Department, he will still be working at Carroll High School with transportation and administration. The Chief of Operations career supervises decisions and activities across the district. Also known as Chief of Operations Officer, or COO, this department reports to the Board of Education and strives for improvement. Bidding shares his sentimental values over the course of his term as principal. He states that daily interactions with students made the job worthwhile.
I've truly enjoyed my time in this seat, and I feel very fortunate to work with a great staff, and it's been fun to work with the students. That's the piece I will miss most about the job, is just the interaction with the students.
Information on a new principal at Carroll High School still remains currently unknown. While you may not see him in the hallways, you can still visit him here at the Chief of Operations office down in the Freshman Center. For Studio 415, I'm Ryan Pashy.
Carroll's Indoor Percussion program finally returns after a year-long hiatus, and these Chargers are ready to drum up some chaos. In my story, I had the opportunity to take a look into this year's show, Chaos Theory. Indoor percussion has been a staple of Carroll's Fine Arts Department for years, and now returning from a break due to COVID, the program is enduring many changes. A new director, new students, and a new show are all among the alterations. Calvin Stoller, the current director of the program, says the position was offered to him.
So this is my first year as percussion director, and it just kind of came up in the fall. I came on as just regular staff at first, and then he asked me to be director.
While indoor percussion may have a smaller group of students, Stoller believes that the intimate environment helps students.
It's still musical, it's still visual, all that stuff, smaller staff. I think there's a lot more connection with the students, and it's quite nice. I like it a lot.
Along with a new director, there are also many new members. These percussionists are taking their first year head-on. Whether they are freshmen, seniors, and anywhere in between, these new members have been preparing for their premiere season in a number of ways. Freshman Awiza Momo says that the people she is surrounded by in indoor percussion have made the experience more fun.
I really like the people inside of it because, it's a lot smaller, so I get to know everyone a lot better. So there's just been a lot of memories that have been made.
Although Stoller and Momo's positions and responsibilities differ immensely, their goal to produce a great show is unanimous. This year's show, Chaos Theory, is all about finding beauty within the chaos. The show starts peaceful without any disruptions, but soon it begins to devolve.
The more you get in, the more chaotic it is, the more disruptive it is. So I think it shows that like one little thing can like impact a lot more later on.
These new members are not the only students that are participating in this year's show. Veteran players are back after a year-long break from the extracurricular. Senior and cymbal section leader Bree Ward says that the absence of last year's season is still felt.
We never really got to fully experience that in 2020, so we definitely missed out on quite a lot.
One of the bigger changes 2020 percussionists missed out on was the change to open class. In 2019, Carroll's Indoor Percussion belonged to Scholastic A class, and in 2020 they were to transfer to Open, where they can compete among better bands. When their season was canceled, the percussionists never got the chance to play up. This year, however, the students are finally able to perform in open class. To watch these Chargers perform Chaos Theory, be sure to attend their indoor percussion competition on March 5th. For Studio 415, I'm Hudson ZAHM. Seniors Allie Butts and Patrick Wargo took a break from asking upperclassmen questions, so this week they visited the students in the CFC.
Hello everyone, I'm your host Patrick Wargo. Today we're going to go where no comms question host has gone before, the freshman cafeteria. You were just like maintaining 40 feet distance this whole time? Yeah, it's really bumping in here. Yeah. Is there someone down the hallway? Oh, okay. Well, what fast food restaurant has the best fries?
McDonald's.
M.
McDonald's.
McDongle.
I'm gonna go with McDonald's. Arby's.
Arby's.
Dairy Queen.
Dairy Queen. Wow.
Arby's because curly fries are the best.
Arby's because of the curly fries. Hello.
Bro, it's definitely Burger King, bro. No, McDonald's, bro. It's definitely McDonald's for sure.
Oh, do we go away? How many teeth does an adult have?
An adult human
Yeah.
has 24, 30, 27.
Why would we have an odd number of teeth?
Because we're odd human beings.
47.
No, way lower. And even.
24. 26.
5, 6,
30.
Since they are freshmen, I'm gonna have to ask what their favorite Sesame Street character is.
Elmo. Barney.
Not Sesame Street, but
Big Bird.
wrong. What Sesame Street character is the best?
Big Bird.
Big Bird. Why?
Because he's the best.
Because he's the best. What Sesame Street character is the best?
Elmo.
Elmo. He carries the whole show on his back.
100%.
I don't know.
You don't have opinions on Sesame Street characters?
No.
Come on, look way back, like 2 years back when you were watching Sesame Street. What were you thinking of?
Oh. The one in the trash can.
Oscar the Grouch?
Yes.
Why?
Because he's green.
Because he's green. Clash Royale, huh? Thank you. What Sesame Street character is the best?
The one in the trash can.
The trash can guy.
Oscar the Grouch. Yeah. Okay, thank you.
The dumpster guy.
Too many people said that. This has been Commons Questions. I'm your host, Patrick Wargo. Back to you guys in the studio.
Choosing classes for your course selection sheet can be overwhelming, but having the chance to peek into some of what the classes at Carroll can offer can make it easier. Studio 415 reporter Alexandra MARSEE took a look into the academic showcase.
Incoming freshmen, NAC students, and parents had the opportunity to explore what classes Carroll High School has to offer during the Academic Showcase on February 9th. The night began at 6 with freshman orientation in the large auditorium, with a welcome from Principal Brandon Bidding and the Class of 2026 counselors. Students learned the basic requirements to plan their high school career. Afterwards, students had the opportunity to meet with teachers and learn about the classes offered freshman year. Assistant Principal Cleve Million believes that the benefits of the showcase go beyond the school grounds.
I think it's important not only for Carroll High School, but I think it's important for the community to really highlight what we have to offer, what the school system is able to offer to the kids, to the families.
The showcase is an opportunity for parents to interact with teachers and learn about the classroom environment. NAC's parent, Paige Klingenpeel, believes that it is important for parents to be informed of the curriculum.
Absolutely. My kids usually have their own perspective of what the classroom looks like, but when I get to meet the teacher and I get to see kind of the things they're learning about, I think that changes my perspective of pushing them into those opportunities as well.
Teachers set up booths and decorated them with books and items used for their classroom to show off what the courses have to offer. Students were then given the chance to ask them questions and learn more about their classes. Incoming freshman Sophia Adams says that the showcase helped her find the classes she wanted to take.
I want to take ASL and child development, and I got to talk to the teachers, and I'm going to sign up for that, and when I come to school on February 14th, I'll be ready to sign up for my classes.
Students can continue to make changes until April. Any change made after May 1st will require a fee. For Studio 415, I'm Alexandra MARSEE.
Every year, the senior class gives back to those that made their high school experience memorable. The class of 2022 has decided to give back to the lunch and custodial staff as a thank you for performing their crucial work over the past few years. Studio 415 reporter Alan Sizemore has more on how the seniors are recognizing these vital staff members.
Traditionally, the senior class gives back to members of the Carroll community that have made a significant impact on their high school experience. Past recipients include Carroll alumni Will Wiggy, who received a new wheelchair as a freshman. This year, the Senior Gift Committee, made of a small group of students and faculty members, chose the custodial and food services staff for their continued dedication to the school that often goes underappreciated. Senior Committee member Sia Panagopoulos explains that these departments deserve the recognition for their persistence through the COVID-related challenges they had to face over the last few years.
In the past few years, they've been working so hard to keep things clean for us, especially because of COVID. So for the custodial staff, they're working extra hard to make sure things are sanitized, and the food staff is working extra hard because we've been given free meals, so they're making a lot more food for us and they're providing for us on a daily basis.
This year's gift is a dinner for food services and custodial staff funded by the Senior Committee's donations. Any remaining donations after the dinner has been financed will be given to the staff members as gift cards. Both food services and the custodial departments have expressed their gratitude for being this year's recipient and appreciate the student body's recognition for their hard work. Custodian and Carroll alumni Gary Slofer states that the gift is important to him because his position here is more than just a job.
I graduated from here. I was in the first graduating class from this building, and to see how it has grown and progressed is just phenomenal and fantastic. And it's great to be around all the young folks and to be able to help them, set an example, and do whatever I can for them.
Similar sentiments were shared by the food services staff as they gave thanks to the senior class for recognizing their department's key contributions to education in recent years. Food Services Director LEEANNE KOENEMAN explained that showing appreciation to the staff is the greatest gift a student could offer.
I would encourage every student, while this is a huge reach out and a huge touch, to just verbally talk to their lunch staff every day. Get to know them and realize that there are people behind those serving lines, that there's someone attached to those serving utensils, and just to say hi and get to know their names and a little bit about them.
If you would like to donate to this year's senior gift or future gifts, you can find more information by emailing Miss Kuhn or Mrs. Leon. For Studio 415, I'm Alan Sizemore.
This week's Carroll Cooking Corner gives 2 culinary students the opportunity to discuss their passion for cooking while making fried rice. Here's host Trenton Cove.
Hello Chargers, and welcome to Carroll Cooking Corner. This time we got Simon and Tojo, and he's going to be making his breakfast pork fried rice. But this time, let's mix it up a little. We're going to see how fast he can make this delicious meal. Let me start the stopwatch, and go. So Tojo, what got you into culinary?
You know, I've always been passionate in cooking, especially cooking my own food, especially like having my own take on things. And I've learned to become a better chef because of taking this culinary course down in Carroll.
How good of a chef would you say you are?
I'd say I'm better than most people because I always dabble at myself at home. Plus I wear this hat, which I hide my rat in.
Oh, like ratatouille?
What's that?
So what are you starting off with here?
Right now we're renting out the bacon so we can get the oils out and future use that to reincorporate into other vegetables. And we started a low cold pan and then slowly working on the hot one so it all like slowly all comes out at once. Yeah. We're going to crisp it up. This is my take on fried rice because I don't usually do like traditional things. By any means this is not traditional, but it's just I tried out with a bunch of ingredients and just worked. And it's just a bunch of breakfast items too.
What's it take to get like a hat and a coat in the culinary program here at Carroll?
What it takes to get this hat and this coat, or a black coat, is just consistency in the investment in the culinary program, which is, in my experience, an awesome program to invest in because we do things for like the Carroll community, like constantly work at concessions, and even cater foods for certain sports. We did this girls soccer team this year too as well.
Also volunteered in the Indy State Fair for the dairy bar.
So you were telling me that you're pretty good at cooking. Now, you're hyping yourself up here. Let me ask, do you think you're the best culinary student at Carroll?
And saying it in front of all the culinary students, no, but since we're here, I absolutely believe I'm the best culinary student at Carroll. Good thing none of them are here, really.
I'd say I'm the best.
So, tell me, what's this, like what's with the corn? Like what are you gonna do with the corn?
So, the mise en place is just corn for today, but usually you can add whatever you want. The corn specifically is just what I have left over in my freezer. What I like about this dish is also a fast one to make, and on top of that, it's also a budget food to make. But food made at home can honestly be more cost effective and still be delicious.
And be even healthier.
Without having to eat out.
And be healthier.
Absolutely right, Simon. And the bacon's done crisping up. We're gonna set it aside for now. We're gonna re-incorporate it into the dish later. All right. Then now we can add the corn to toast.
Flip over here?
To toast it up.
I see that you left the fat in the pan. Why?
Leaving the fat in the pan is going to allow me to reincorporate it back into the other ingredients because whatever comes out of the bacon is flavor from the pork and it can reincorporate into different steps of the cooking process. And Simon, if you wouldn't mind, if you crack this egg.
No problem. So I'm coming in clutch with the egg over here?
We want to maintain the oil at a high heat so that the oil just doesn't soak into the corn but actually like crisps up.
Got that bean egg over here.
Add the egg on one side. And we're just going to make it a quick scramble right here. Make sure it's constant in motion. Reincorporate back into this dish. And you can hand me the soy sauce. The reason why I'm not using salt into this dish is because soy sauce already has a lot of sodium in it, so we don't need to add too much to the overall dish. And then lastly, we're going to add some rice. The last final and solid ingredient.
Done?
It's done. Now it's just time to plate. Stop.
10 minutes, 22 seconds. I got my trusty old spoon, and we're gonna see if this is nice or not. That is certified nice. So that was the breakfast fried rice, and I'd like to thank you, Tojo.
Thank you, Trenton.
Thank you, Simon.
It's great to work
with Studio 415, I'm Trenton Cove.
That's all we have for today. Thanks for watching. If you have a story idea, please let us know. For all of us here at Studio 415, have a great day, Carroll.
Sunny days and friendly smiles.